Hello, welcome to another What Sold video. This week we're going over the week of August 3rd through the 9th in my reselling business, mainly on Poshmark and eBay, but actually I did have one Mercari sale. So without further ado, let's just jump right into my stats for the week. So total sales actually was not as good as last week, unfortunately, but I'm still hopeful for August. Like the 10th and the 11th and the 12th, or at least the 11th and the 12th were good. But anyway, total sales for this week was $873.92. Total earnings was $660.88. So that's what was deposited into my bank account. And then my total gross profit after cost of goods and all fees associated with the sales was $536.74. So I really would like to get this number to 2,000 by the end of August. So we've got some work cut out for us, but I'm feeling hopeful still. What is good is that I sold 24 items, but my average sales price was $36.41, which is good, but even more importantly, my average gross profit was $22.36. I really want to keep this $20 or more, so good. I'm happy about that. Poshmark, my sales were almost $600, $599, which, you know, isn't bad. eBay did take a dip, and you know what? I was looking at my eBay stats, I guess, on my dashboard, and my conversion rate is actually the same as it has been historically. What's different is my impressions. My impressions are down about 20%, and I think that's in part because I actually forgot to turn on promoted listings on my last 100 listings, and also in part because maybe just fewer people are on eBay, you know, in July and beginning of August. Hopefully we see a tick up in eBay sales in this month and going into next month. And then I only had one sale at Mercari for $32. Golly gee dang, I wish I had more sales on Mercari. If I knew how to do that, I would, because I really like the fact that there are no selling fees, and it just really helps with my gross profit margins. But I've been sending out offers and all the rest, but it just doesn't seem to be helping. Maybe what I need to be doing is relisting. I don't know. But if you have any Mercari tips, let me know in the comments down below, because I would like to see this number, you know, go up as well. Okay, well, let's start out with the 9th, or the 3rd, sorry. What sold on August? Only sale, no. Okay, my first sale on the 3rd on Poshmark was a bundle sale, and 2 items that I got at the bins. The first was this New Attack Halara pant. This was really cool. I love finding New Attack pieces at the bins. This is the brand Halara. It doesn't retail for a ton of money, but it's like a recent trendy brand that's advertised on Instagram all the time, because I always get their ads. But I had these listed for $35, and they sold in the bundle for about $24, which gave me a gross profit of $18.50, and they sold after only 3 days. So plus size Halara. I actually have another plus size Halara piece in my closet that hasn't sold, but this pair of pants, I guess in particular, had some interest on all platforms, and it sold fast on Poshmark, so happy about that. And then my tried and true, one of my favorite brands is this Smartwool. Love selling Smartwool. I think this actually even had a flaw. Yeah, it has a tiny hole, as you can see there. And I had this listed for $45. I got it at the bins for $1.27. And it sold in the bundle for $30.94. It gave me a gross profit of $23.48. So that's perfect. That's great. And it sold after only 20 days. So in case you don't know about Smartwool, which I know, like, different parts of the country, you're going to find this more often than not, because I find it a lot in the Pacific Northwest, but when I was in Kansas, I don't think I ever came across Smartwool. So there's definitely going to be like regional brands that just really show up a lot in your area. For instance, Lily Pulitzer, I almost never come across, but in the South, you're probably going to come across it way more. Golf brands, you're going to come across way more in the South. Definitely something to keep in mind, and that's part of your strategic advantage, just knowing what you can find in your area and knowing those brands well and knowing what sells within those brands. But anyway, really happy with this sale, and would definitely pick it up again, of course. Then another bins find. This was a kind of an experiment because I've never sold this brand before, but because it was new tag, I decided to pick it up. Mata Traders. Mata. I don't really know anything about this brand. I still don't. Except that it doesn't retail for a ton of money. And it did actually sell rather quickly, just not for a lot of money. I had it listed for $38. I received an offer on eBay for $20, which I just went ahead and accepted. So $20 plus shipping. And then after fees and shipping and all the rest, my gross profit was $16.69 and it sold after 17 days. So really not bad. I'd pick it up new at tag at the bins again, but I would never pick up this brand at a regular Goodwill, especially here because our regular Goodwills are so expensive. I would pick it up new at tag at the bins again. The fact that it's new at tag at the bins selling for $20 isn't like a necessarily good sign, but it did sell fast, which is always really important and good to know. Okay, this was also another bins find. This is probably why my gross profits were so great, because I was listing and selling a lot of bins items. I haven't been to the bins in a couple weeks and I need to go back. But this week I actually did just post a bins haul. So I'll link that up on the screen in case you didn't watch that yet. This is a Australian Thai company called OTAA. OTA? I don't know if that's how you spell it. And I found this new tag at the bins. And it's this cool like knit tie. But it really didn't resell for much, and the resale value isn't that high, so I don't know if you really want to enter this into your memory banks, because this is this new tag. I think some of their other pieces might do better. But anyway, I got it at the bins, had a list for $25, and I think I received an offer for $15, yeah. That gave me a gross profit of $11.05, and it sold after about 80 days. So yeah, I mean, it was so fast to list, which is like definitely something that makes a difference, but I'm really starting to question, should I pick up things that are only going to make me a gross profit of $10 because or around $10, because I was talking to Matt last night. Matt is my life partner and business partner. And we were just talking about how long it takes for me to, process an entire item, not even including sourcing it. Probably like 10 to 15 minutes per item. So $10 for 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. This one was probably more 10 minutes because it was so easy, but yeah, I don't know. Definitely starting to consider being more selective. Okay, this is something I got at regular Goodwill. I probably wouldn't pick this up today. I'm just kind of over Eloquii. Eloquii is a plus size brand. It's now owned by Walmart. It's only sold online. It's kind of similar to Bonobos. Bonobos is now owned by Walmart. And I find it a lot new with tags in this area for whatever reason. This was half off, so I got it at a regular Goodwill for $4.99. I had it listed for $30, and it sold for $21 plus discounted shipping from a Poshmark VA automated offer to liker. I don't know if I want to go into my whole spiel on Poshmark VA, but if you're a reseller and you haven't tried out a automated software that will basically send offers for you on Poshmark, try one out. And the one I recommend is Poshmark VA. You can try it out for 2 weeks free. There's really like no downside. And see if you make more sales from it. And then you can use my code MOGIBETH for 20% off your first month too. And it's only $25 a month. So that makes your first month only $20. And it's really, easy to make that money back quickly. But yeah, so I have Poshmark VA sitting at offers to likers 30% off, offers to likers 1 minute after someone likes something. So this is what happened with this sale. So I made a gross profit, again, around $10, $9.79 after 90 days. So yeah, I probably would not pick this one up again, but it's not a bad sale. But Eloquii, unless it's a really substantial piece or a new tag piece at the bins, I'm not going to pick it up, I don't think. This was a good find. This is a brand I don't really pick up that often, the North Face. Mainly just because I don't really know what sells well by North Face. I've done some research. I guess I should take my own advice that I gave at the top of this video, but I knew this one was potentially a really good piece, even though it was a little bit older, fall 2019. It's so cute, and I could have gotten more for this. I know I could have, because there's a lot of interest on all platforms, but I was just really keen on moving it. I got it at the bins for 96 cents. I had it listed for 90, and I accepted an offer for 50. Well, actually, the person messaged me and asked me to lower the price to 50 so they could get discounted shipping, which I did. and I didn't have to pay for the discount shipping, which is great. But, you know, it resulted in a $39 profit, so that's great. But if you do see, now I know, if you do see this style of coat by the North Face, it's like a thermal ball quilted, pick it up. It's got these really cute patch pockets. Like, I was very kind of thinking about keeping it. I tried it on, decided not to, but I sold after only 9 days. So really, really good sale, and I got it at the bins, so can't beat that. Got this at the bins too. And it's by one of my favorite bread and butter brands, Anthropologie. The By Anthropologie line, I think. Let's see. Yeah, here. By Anthropologie. This I picked up, and I was really on the fence on whether I should pick this up or not when I was at the bins, because this seems like a pretty plain piece. But now I won't even question that, because this actually, when I was checking comps, had a lot of demand for this type of piece. Like, a lot of solds, not a lot of listed. So I priced it at 40, I think, or 39. And it sold, I received an offer on Mercari for 32, which I accepted. I do offer free shipping on Mercari. So if you ever want to buy something from me, the best deal for both of us is on Mercari. But I'm happy with sales anywhere. You can buy from wherever you choose. But gross profit of $26.46, and it sold after only 17 days. So also, I was just looking at like Mercari's Refer a Friend program, and it's actually pretty good. So I'll link, if you don't have Mercari, I'll link my Mercari stuff below, or my link. I have to figure that out. And I think you get $10 off your first purchase. Here, wait, let's see. See this little refer button? You get 10, they save 10. And if you sell, they save 20. I don't know what they're saving because there's no fees anymore. But you get 40. So I would get $40 if you sold something from my link. But this is good too, $10 off. Okay, back to our programming here. So that was, we're already on to the 4th. Actually, those were my 2 sales on the 4th, the North Face jacket and the Mercari sale. The 5th was also pretty slow. I had 3 sales on Poshmark, not on eBay, not on Mercari. This, I talked about in a recent What Sold video. So I'm kind of wondering, did it sell because one of y'all watched it and saw these jeans and you're like, oh, those are cute. I got these at a regular Goodwill for $14.99. I had lowered the price down to $50 because they just weren't selling. This is the brand Rolas. There's another piece that I got at the bins by Rolas that sold really fast for $75. But this one, for whatever reason, just the style, I mean, everything is style dependent, took longer to sell. It's so cute though. So anyway, it sold to a Poshmark automated offer to liker for $35 plus discounted shipping, which gave me a gross profit of $10.99. But it took 727 days to sell. So it's a good brand with certain styles, but not all styles are going to sell fast by this brand. But I thought this was really cute, and I guess if I'm going to pay up for $15 by this brand, I definitely need to check comps. I actually rarely pick up Rolas at the regular Goodwill because of this experience. Okay, this is a really good brand to know. I didn't know about it until I came across it at the bins. It's Outerknown, and I forget who's this brand by. Did I put it in? I didn't even put it in the description. Or should I Google it? Oh, surfer Kelly Slater. I know nothing about surfing. So anyway, I had these listed for $68 and received an offer for $45, 39 days after listing it, which I accepted, which gave me a gross profit of $34.73. So yeah, I would definitely pick these up again. I would pay up for these, but I only paid $1.27, which makes it even better. But Outerknown is a really good brand to know. Now I know. This is a bins pickup, and I really was like not sure if I wanted to pick this up or not, because my Aritzia purchases have mixed results. But I'll pick it up at the bins, and this was a good one. It was an older style too, which is why I didn't even include a stock photo. It's Babaton. It's called the Aran sweater, which is one of their styles that they just keep on putting out, which is I think why it sold so quickly and why even an older style still sold well. I got it at the bins for $1.28. I listed it kind of on the lower end for $40 because I wanted to move it. And it sold to a Poshmark automated offer to liker for $28 plus discounted shipping, which gave me a gross profit of $19.10, which is exactly where I want to be, and it sold after only 2 days. So I'm going to keep on picking up Aritzia at the bin, especially pieces like this. This is a good one. It's a sweater, you know, going into fall. So I was really happy about that. Okay, on the 6th, I had 5 sales. The first was another sweater that I picked up at the bins by a brand I've never sold before. So it was a good experience with this brand. I'll definitely continue to pick it up, at least at the bins. Modern Citizen. Here's the brand tag. I talked about this in a bins haul video. And this was a size large. It's their Marlowe sweater, and I had it listed for $39, and it sold to a Poshmark VA automated offer to Liker for $27 plus discounted shipping. And it sold after 55 days. It gave me a gross profit of $18.38. So yeah, I would pick this up again, and I don't think I'll pay up for it at the bins. I actually did come across, it's funny, a really cute knit maxi skirt by Modern Citizen at a regular Goodwill the other day. I checked comps and I decided not to get it. But if it was at the bins, I would have picked it up. But yeah, this is a good brand to know. I didn't know about it. Here's my favorite brand to sell right now. Athleta. It's just so easy to list, and it just brings me a lot of joy to sell it. I don't know why. I didn't sell Athleta for the longest time. Maybe that's why. I only started picking it up like a couple years ago or something. But Athleta Ace Tennis Skort plus size. Found this in a regular Goodwill for $7.99. I had it listed for $40. Someone sent me an offer for $30, which I accepted. Gave me a gross profit of $16.01, so I didn't even hit my gross profit goals, but sold after only 7 days. So yeah, I would do this again. I would do Athleta every time, especially for $7.99. Unfortunately, our regular Goodwills mark Athleta up a lot of times, which is annoying. And then my only eBay sale on the 6th was this, which I had for so long. You know what? I didn't have a lot of sales of items that I've had for a long time, which makes me think maybe this week I need to lower prices on some older items just to kind of get some of that older inventory moving too. Because I am listing new items pretty consistently, but I'm not doing that. So maybe I'll do it. This is a pretty good brand to know. It's called The Upside. This piece in particular didn't sell. It took forever to sell, 1,470 days. It's tie-dye, which generally I'm going to tell you don't pick up anything tie-dye. I mean, that's like a rule of thumb for me. Tie-dye was so big during the pandemic, which is when I got this item. But now I think, people are tired of tie-dye, generally. There are like exceptions to the rule, but this is really cute. And it's a good brand otherwise, I think. I haven't sold a lot of The Upside. But I got it in liquidation, and I've kept discounting these older pieces. And this was listed for $25, and it sold for $18 plus shipping. So it gave me a gross profit of $9.33. I wouldn't source this piece for the reason of it being tie-dye. And just because, workout tanks, they're not going to typically have a high resale value anyway. Okay, one of my favorite sales this week, this was on the 6th too, was this really good find. I got this on a new rack on a random, just running into Goodwill purchase. Vuori, like one of the best brands to sell. Here's, the tag wasn't even there. I just saw this little tiny tab of Vuori on the pants. And then they did have, thankfully, a materials tag, because then it was really easy for me to find the style name and I knew the size. They are the Meta Wide Leg VersaLife pant. Really cute, just good high quality pant. I got it at Goodwill for $9.99, which is great. And I had it listed for $90, and it sold to a Poshmark VA automated offer to Liker for $62 with discounted shipping, which gave me a gross profit of $37.59, and it sold after only 8 days. So Vuori is one of the fastest selling brands right now. I think I might do a video or something, maybe an Instagram reel, of the 10 fastest selling brands in my opinion right now. The reason I don't want to do a YouTube video on it is I really don't want our Goodwills to watch it. Because, they didn't price this up super high. A $9.99 might sound like a lot, but if they were to know what it was, Vuori, they would have priced it at $19.99. I don't know. I might not have picked it up. Yeah, they don't know some of these brands, and I don't want them to know. I don't know if they're watching my videos. A lot of y'all think they are, but just in case they are. But anyway, I don't think they're on Instagram. Maybe they are. I don't know. This I wouldn't pick up again. I'm really happy it sold. But I kind of picked this up on Like, I was just like trying it out, even though I paid up for it. But I bought it about a year ago. It's REI, which, you know, come across a lot of REI here in Portland. And this was a new tag cycling jersey. Paid $10 for it at a regular Goodwill. I remember exactly where I was when I found it and picking it up and everything. And I had it listed at $50, and I received an offer 396 days later for $25, which I accepted. Gave me a gross profit of $10. So I spent $10, made $10. Not bad, but I would definitely not pay up for new tag REI in the future. I would pick this up at the bins though. And then, okay, so that was everything on the 6th. Moving into the 7th, I had 2 sales on the 7th. One was a bundle sale. And so the bundle sale was this Skims rib pants. I had the hardest time finding this style name, which is one reason why I really don't like selling Skims. So they don't have a style number. Yeah, I am really cooling off on Skims. I mean, this sold actually pretty fast after only 7 days. But I paid up for these at Goodwill I paid $9.99, and within this bundle it sold for $18.70, so I only made like a $5 gross profit. So I don't think I'd pick these up again, and I'm really just not picking up a lot of Skims anymore. But it sold along with this, which took forever to sell. So I'm actually really, really happy with this sale though, because these were 2 items that I was like, oh, I really hope they move. This was a pair of Caslon pants that I got in liquidation, plus size, and I'd had them for 1,051 days, and I had a list for 25, so they sold within this bundle for about $12.30, which gave me a gross profit of about $3. So yeah, Caslon is an in-house Nordstrom brand. I wouldn't recommend picking up Caslon, but I had it in liquidation, so happy that it moved. Okay, this was a really good sale though. I would definitely do this again. I got these recently. Was it in a thrift with me, or I think these were in a thrift with me. Yeah. Oh, it was such a good thrift with me. If y'all haven't watched that thrift with me, watch it. The audio sucks, unfortunately, because my microphone wasn't working but in that video. But we posted it anyway because it's just such a good thrift with me. And found so many really good pieces that I'm really hopeful and excited that they sell. This was like one of the first to sell, is this UGG cow print pair of boots. I'll link it up on the screen if I didn't say it already. I had these listed for $100 because this is a bolo. If you see these UGG calf print booties, get them because they're pretty rare and they have really good resale value. Listed for $100 and they sold for $70 plus shipping, which gave me a gross profit of about $48, which is great. And they sold after only 2 days. So very, very, very happy with this sale. Also really happy with this sale, man. This is a bins find. It's a pair of Theory wool trousers. If you don't pick up Theory, this is a perfect type of piece that you might want to consider picking up in the future. It was only a size 4 too, which is great. But they are the Trika 2 suit pant. The reason I love selling Theory is because they put the style name right on the materials tag. So you can see it right there, Trika 2 classic suit. It's like, couldn't be easier to find. So I got these at the bins for $1.28, had them listed for $65. They sold, I think, in a Poshmark automated offer to Liker for $45, or it was, yeah, I think that was it. And it gave me a gross profit of $32.70 and sold after only 6 days. So good career wear piece that sold really fast for good money, made a lot of good profit off of them, and I'm really happy. On the flip side, Matt was like so disappointed that I accepted this offer, but I've had this dress. It's another Theory dress, and this is one that really should have performed better. I just had it priced too high. It was a new without tag Theory 100% linen dress. I think maybe the reason this didn't sell is really Theory excels in their career wear pieces, and I think sweaters maybe. But I had this price too high. I lowered the price to $110, but I'd had it for 904 days. Oh, it even had, yeah, it had a repair. I should have definitely had this price lower. Anyway, I received an offer for $30. It was listed at $110, and I accepted it. Had it for so long, and my cost of goods was $8 approximately. So my gross profit was $16. So whatever, I'm glad, I'm very happy that it moved. I've had anything I've had for like years, I just need to move. But it goes to show that it really is, size dependent, it's condition dependent, it's style dependent, and you really can't make assumptions about a brand just because one item performs poorly. So I'm happy that moved. Okay, and then my 2 eBay sales on the 8th. This is a pair of Bryn Walker leggings I got at the bins, and they performed pretty well actually. Bryn Walker right now for me is in bins only status, but once I maybe learn what sells well by this brand, I'll move it back up to I'll pay up for it. But I mean, these didn't, I don't know. I had them listed for $30 and they sold for full price $30, which is great. And they only sold after 6 days. And I got them at the bins for 75 cents. Size large, floral print, capri leggings, gross profit $25.66. I mean, can't argue with that. That's a really good performance. And so yeah, I picked these up again, but would I pay up for them? I don't know. Still figuring that out. This was a really good bins find. The brand is Rails, and I don't pick up like the button downs by Rails. Rails is really kind of just a bins only status for me right now, but this one actually did pretty well. Oh, some of their sweaters can do really well. So this was, I got it for 95 cents. I had it listed for 45, and it sold for 30 plus shipping on eBay, which gave me a gross profit of $24.81, and it only had it for 31 days, so about a month. So yeah, performed really, really well. Would definitely pick this up again at the bins, and maybe would even like pay up for it a little bit. I don't know, $7.99. I would consider it. Okay, this I've had for a long time, 690 days. I actually sold this full price on eBay like a year ago, but then it was like canceled. But I just have had it for so long. Again, I just need to move this inventory. Even though it is Gucci, I did have to have this repaired. It had like a flaw, I think. Anyway, it's Gucci Chloe Kids collaboration. I honestly don't even know what that means. I received this in liquidation. I paid $10.17 for it. I had it listed for $250. I received an offer for $100. I just went ahead and accepted it. Gave me a gross profit of about $70 and had it for 690 days. I'm happy. I have no regrets. Gucci for $100, new attack especially. Maybe not the best performance, but again, this is like kind of an interesting piece, and so I'm just happy that it did sell. And then my last sale was also from liquidation. It's interesting. I really didn't have a lot of items selling from liquidation this week, which is also a good sign to me that, you know, inventory and listing is selling, which is good. So this was from liquidation, my last liquidation palette, which was the shoe palette. The brand is Hush Puppies. This was a new in-box pair of shoes. Really happy that they did sell because I've had them for 709 days. Had them listed for 40 receipt, and then it sold for 28 plus shipping, which gave me a gross profit of $10.74. And yeah, I had it for 700 days. So I don't pick up Hush Puppies. You know, I don't source it, but I had it through liquidation, happy it sold. So not much to say here, but these are nice. I have another pair of these shoes in like a different color. I hope whoever got them really likes them. That's a pretty good deal. Anyway, that is the what sold video for this week. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like these videos, be sure to give them a big thumbs up and comment down below. How are your sales in August going? Are you still hopeful that you're going to end the month on a strong foot? Definitely. Honestly, August isn't going as well as I was hoping it would go, but we still have 2 weeks. And so I'm really hoping that the latter half is better than the first half, which is generally the case. Putting my head down and listing as much as I can. All right, well, I'll see y'all in the next one. Love y'all. Bye.